was born to be free.
Welcome. Well, you can tell it's September. Autumn's coming and the rain is colder. And yeah, it's a funny day. There's blue skies every now and again and then torrential showers. Quite a strong wind up to 20 knots. But not cold. It's going to be 16 degrees or so. And the wind is from the south, so that's one of the reasons it's warm. I want to practice more anchoring in current and wind, and so I'm just going to come and chill on the boat for the day. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's some things I want to do online, but I can do those using Starlink anchor, and I want to see how good the Starlink is if the boat's moving around a bit. So I thought today would be a good day to do it. And I might do a bit of fishing, we'll see. I'm thinking of heading over to East Head. I'm hoping it won't be too busy given the forecast, and that should give me some protection from the wind. So I'm going to put some water in, get the anchor properly ready so I can drop it quickly, because I'm going to be on a falling tide. It's neaps, so it's not a very big drop, but I will need to get the boat in position, get up front and drop that anchor sharpish, and I haven't done that brilliantly. So I'm going to put all the lessons, you know, get the anchor securing line all ready and easy to let go, get my snubber out the way, so that I can get up there and drop that quickly. So let's see how this goes. I'm hoping when I'm anchoring the sun will be out rather than chucking it down, but it's going to be one of those days when we just don't know. But that's all fine, right? That's all part of the experience. So come with me and let's see how we get on.
Chichester, this is Chichester Waiter.
Chichester Navigator, I forgot to mention that I'm on my own, but I have really ship lines actually.
Chichester, this is Chichester Waiter. Yeah, it's not a problem at all. Probably what we'll do is we'll throw a stern line first, and my member staff will hold on to a shroud with the boat hook until you're settled, and then maybe get that midship line on, so we'll stop and sort it over.
Chichester Navigator, that's very kind of you. Yeah, about 6 o'clock. Thanks. We're good. Wind's coming in that direction. Thank you. Well, about halfway between high tide and low tide. Maybe nearer low tide, but it's neaps. There's not much mud visible. And I don't want to get there as the tide is pouring out. Nearly went off the channel then, it went down to 0.3 below the keel. Let's stay close to these posts. At least I don't have to pass anyone coming the other way. Not many people are out today. It's going to be showery. Heavy rain then stop, heavy rain then stop. But what's interesting is the wind picks up, obviously. I mean, we all know this, right? The wind picks up when the shower comes. So I must remember to kind of do manoeuvring when it's not raining. Don't think there'll be many people out today. It's forecast. Let's see. Let's get right out. I've actually, for the first time, and you may think this is ridiculous, I've actually got my steaming light on, my nav lights on, because I'm going through a mooring field of boats, and it just shows that I'm kind of alive. I'm not moored, I'm moving, I'm steaming. It is quite hazy when this rain comes, but you know I'm a cautious captain, so don't be surprised about that. Here comes the rain. I can now see Pilsey Island over there. Nobody anchored there, nobody at East Head. I think the forecasters put everyone off. There's a boat past me as I came out of Chichester, he was heading in. And I could see one boat heading out in front of me. But it's very quiet here today. It's consistently over 20 knots. It's about 20 to 23 knots. Which is fine. I'm hoping it'll be a bit less when I come to anchor, but what we'll do is we'll get up to East Head, that's directly in front of me, and we'll see, we'll drop her into neutral. We'll just see what the boat wants to do. Through the mooring fields, the tide was winning, as it usually does, despite the strong wind. So I'm interested, because normally, you know, you would approach an anchorage into the wind. I can do that. I'm interested, if I do that, whether I get rotated by the tide, whether I should instead head into tide or a factor of the tide and the wind. Not too sure, but that's what today's about. A bit of experimentation in a nice quiet place, and it's not a lee shore, it's the opposite of a lee shore, whatever that is. Right, we're approaching East Head. Let me show you. Oh. So there's Pilsey Island, love going there, but that wouldn't be a protective shore at the moment. It wouldn't really be a lee shore, but it wouldn't offer any protection. So ahead, if you can see it, let me turn the boat slightly. There's Easthead, and the wind's coming straight over those dunes. The other sailing boat is now over there, sailing off, looking beautiful. So this is perfect, isn't it? Surely we can do this right. Surely I can practice how to anchor. The wind right now is 20. As I went to put the camera on, it was over 25, so it's obviously blustering, gusting, but I'm hoping it's going to drop as we get near that shore. And let's see if we can do this right and put everything we've learned into action. Wind is from over there, currents going that way. And I'm going to be out of here in 6 hours on a rising tide when the wind and the tide are going that way. I might even put the head sail up and sail back. I've never done that. But if it's so quiet, maybe I'll sail back up. See, quite close to Chichester, we'll see when I get scared, because the visibility when the head sail's up in the channel's not awesome. So I want to anchor it in about 1.5 metres. It can't have more than half a metre to go. Below the keel, that is. Tick over. I'm in 2.9. Snow Hill, green marker. I think I should head into wind. That's what's keeping me most stable here. Yeah, wind's winning. Wind's winning. So the tide is already so slack that wind is winning. And the wind will stay fairly constant, so I doubt the boat will move very much, because when that tide does come in, usually doesn't swing the boat against the wind. The going out tide does, but the incoming tide doesn't, from what I can tell. So depth is good. Keep heading in. Heading in. Get ready on the anchor arm. That is ready to drop the hook. Depth 2.2. Oh, here comes the rain. That's what I said I didn't want to do. Literally the squall. Wind is 18 knots. Depth 1.9. 1.8. Let's pull up right into the wind. Depth 1.6. Depth 1.5. Let's go. Drop the anchor. Set anchor, come with me. Let's do this quickly but safely. Are you going to be alright there? This is set to drop quite easily, I hope. from the bottom. Let the chain go tight, there she goes. 20. I've got loads of room, I'm going to lay out 35 because there's no one around, so I've got a strong wind. So 20. Go tight. Chucking it down. I hope you can see this. And going tight. 30. The wind is blowing hard. Let's see if it turns the boat. Oh. Last 5 meters to come. Whoa, it's blowing. Yeah. That's a lot, 35 meters. This rain is insane. Another's come up. Wrapping the chain round the cleat as well. We'll do that. Well, that was exciting. I'm in a really good position, pretty much where I wanted, between that green buoy and that green buoy, with 35 meters out, and I'm only really staying here through low tide up towards high tide, not through a high tide. So despite the wind, we should be okay. Holding here is pretty good, sand, and I've got this amazing Brockner anchor, but we'll go and now nudge her astern, take her up to 1200 RPM, get a transit, and make sure she's holding. before we know we're really good. But yeah, this is perfect. Just looking at my... We're sat here, have a look. We're sat here in 2.6. Wind here has dropped to 12 because of the cover from the dunes. And we're just on the 1 metre to 2 metre contour line, which is really good. Just set... Because I put 35 metres out.
All stations.
I'm going to set range to 60.
For the Maritime Safety Information broadcast, listen channel 63, channel 63.
Which isn't right, but it'll do for now.
This is Solent Coast Guard.
Right. Let's set the anchor. What am I going to do for a transit? Two posts. I've got a couple of posts in the distance. Let's take up to 1200. Let's get that track. Good. Yeah, it's quite handy here. Near the shore there's loads of these posts with red cones on, red pops on the top of things. I got the transits. We're good. Engine off. That was exciting. Have a look where I am before I turn you off. So between that green and that green, but I don't think I'll swing into them. We'll keep an eye on that because I think the wind is mostly going to win. East Head looks beautiful. It's got some sun. I don't quite yet have that sun. It's masked by a cloud, but look at that. Some people walking on there. Let's carefully go up the front. Go. I have my snubber set. I have an extra anchor twist, little twist, and water's clear. I can see the chain going a long way. We've done the anchor set. Oh, I need to turn off all my nav lights and everything. I don't need those now. Yeah, I'll go and set up my electrics, get my AC on, and we'll get an anchor ball up. Of course we will. Yeah, and if you look at the water, it's the end of low tide. I was going to fish the dropping tide. I'm not sure it's worth it. There's very little current left. At least that was good. And you had the wind and the rain to contend with. Thanks for coming with me as I just practice. Try and get good at this. That's what's knocking. I'm going to have to lash that up. Thanks for coming with me as I practice, and I hope this is helping those of you who are like me gaining experience.